Hello YouTube. You have to forgive me, I have a bit of a cold, so my voice isn't exactly the clearest, but I'm doing this as a video response to a video that Jay just posted a little while ago on his discontinued cold steel knives, and I figured I'd share some of the ones I have as well. I actually have a couple in common with him, the Battle Ring and the Raja 1. Raja 1, of course, being the jewel of my collection, this being a second closest. I also picked up a discontinued, I think this is I believe this is discontinued. I have to actually do a little bit of research on it, but I believe this one is discontinued as well. Of one of the tea lights. I really wanted this one. It's very nice. Just beautiful knife. And I actually was waiting for a while to be able to find one of these. This knife took a little while to pick up. I have the newer version of it, and but I've always wanted this one just because I believe it is just such a beautiful knife. I mean, the whole curve of the knife with the handle and the sweep of the clip point blade, and it's just a pocket folding Bowie knife. And I have the newer Voyager with the triad lock on it, so that I have a working knife, but this one's just in my collection because it's just beautiful. Same with here. Now, I noticed when Jay was showing off his collection that he says he was having some difficulty with how the sheath on this is. He says it was really hard to pull, and you have to you have to pull inward towards the sheath to get it to come out. I hadn't had that problem. I figured out that if with a little bit of thumb pressure, the sheath will just fly right off. So as you're sheathing, unsheathing it, drawing it, you can have it hanging. Oh, one second here. I'm going to do this one-handed. As you are drawing the sheath, say you have it hanging from your neck or whatever, you just have to reach up and get your thumb up in there, and as you're pulling, you just put a little upward thumb pressure and it comes right off. So yeah, it actually draws really fast, and like he said, it's a little bit of a interesting knife. It's not like a utility knife, it really is like a fighting knife for this Battle Ring, and would be mostly for things where you would do reverse grip, and you of course can swing it out and get the reach on it if you want to do that. But yeah, it's definitely not a utility knife. Definitely meant for creating huge wounds from a stab or some slashes, because this thing is razor sharp, comes razor sharp, and just beautiful. I also have one of the Talons, and it's seen a little wear, but I love this knife. I mean, just the thickness of it all the way to the tip, and full flat ground, and it's just so razor sharp, and this thing just cuts through whatever you put in front of it. This Talon is Talon Spike. As of me recording this video, they've re-released the Spike series on the Cold Steel site with new rubberized or whatever handles. But this is not one of the ones that is being re-released, nor is the this one. Neither is this Spike being re-released, so this is also discontinued. I like this one, just the sweep of that blade And it's got a little bit of a bone breaker thing on the back of it, I guess, but I'm not really sure. I guess you could sharpen it for back cuts, but it's so far down, I don't know the purpose of it really. But you know, that's definitely a slasher with that curve, and it's got a wicked sharp tip. Great penetration on that. Well, you know, through thick substances like leather or whatever, like a leather jacket and what have you. And then of course, you know, I got this little guy just because it amused me. Also, not currently in the re-released Spike lineup. This got some nice little jipping on the, as long as you use your thumb on the side of it. And that little guy, this little guy is actually quite useful as a little, could be used as a utility knife. It's got a really thick blade all the way to the tip. Nice gradual. Has a really sharp point. And this is actually very useful, a useful little knife for utility tasks or what have you. Medical, you know, can work as a almost as a scalpel. But it's got that very, very fine skein-dew, forgive my pronunciation if that's wrong, point on it, and it you know, you'd have to be careful about snapping it off, but as far as you know, if you were fighting with it or whatever, but it's got that really fine point, which is good for like digging out splinters and doing really fine, you know, fine work with it. And that one's useful. I think this is the most useful of the Spike series as far as a utility knife. But as far as fighters go, these are, you know, just scary. But anyway, yep, that's my discontinued knives. Again, I need to do a little bit more research, but I believe this was the discontinued model. But those are my discontinued cold steel knives. Hope you like. Thanks. Bye.